Yes, guys, we do have some pretty big updates on this bounce back we are seeing on Quant, which some of you might be surprised by, but we're going to be going through it all in this video on why this pump and this slight recovery is actually happening, a new price prediction and a target for Quant, where we think Quant will be heading throughout the next couple weeks and months at the start of 2023. We're going to go through it all in this video, including some news on a massive partnership regarding Quant, which I'll also be going through in this video. Now, if you are new to the Crypto Maxi channel, subscribe and slap that bell down below, boys, because trust me, you do not want to be missing any future updates on Quant, as we're getting in some pretty interesting moments, not only in the crypto market but for Quant, which by the way has been outperforming the market to say the least. While the whole crypto market is down, Quant has been bouncing back its from price from $103 all the way up to $116 just yesterday. Now again, before we go any further, please remember nothing should be treated as financial advice. Please do your own research, it's really important. Everything on my channel is my personal opinion and my personal opinion only. And also, a lot of the things I talk about is public knowledge on Twitter and on articles. So yeah, keep that in mind. And with that being said, now let's go into this video. So the current price of Quant is $112. The volume has seen a decrease actually in the last 24 hours with a 19% decrease, which is a pretty decent amount in the last 24 hours, with a total volume of $31 million. Now, with that being said though, the price action has definitely been there. There has been a bounce back, slight bounce back on the Quant price, and see here this tweet from Greg Quant: signs of life while the rest of the market sleeps, which basically means, well, the whole market is dry at the moment and on the red. Quant, on the other hand, is outperforming and has seen a pump. Now, with that being said, this is a tweet from Javen Marks on Twitter. 12 our prices have broken out and they may now be ready for even greater momentum. With this breakout, Quant's technical target is at $889, and this can be the early stage of a 60% run to meet it. Now, you might see on the title $189, $190 Quant, and that is simply obviously for a little clickbait, but really, can this hit? Of course it can, but will it hit anytime soon? I highly doubt it. We are in an extremely bearish time in the market. We are, in such a bad state of the market. If it does, great, but even then I'll be happier actually if the price went lower, so we can accumulate more Quant. And that really is the main goal, to be seeing the lowest prices for Quant so that we can be buying them up for cheap. And of course, in the long term, for us long-term investors in Quant, we're going to be seeing the best returns, especially if Quant, delivers, which on the looks of it, of course, I'm really confident they will. Big believer in Quant, as I'm sure a lot of you watching these videos regularly are as well. But you can see here, there's an update on an initial post on Twitter saying 12-hour prices to be nearing a potential breakout above a key. I think it's the same tweet, but you can see here, meaning an approximately plus 75% run to meet it. It could commence soon afterwards. But yeah, a 75% pump here in this current market conditions is just mental if it does pull off. And by the way, Quant has been pulling off some insane bull runs in this bearish market, outperforming the market a couple times. And I think one of the main reasons this is happening, of course, is the low circulating supply and the demand that goes around Quant at the moment. People are seeing the real value within Quant, which I feel like is the reason it is outperforming the market throughout. But the question does kick in here. It was the FTX bankruptcy, the FTX drama caused the bottom of the market, and have we seen the bottom of the market? It does bring up that question, but again, I personally don't think it did. I think we might be seeing I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing much lower prices as we go through the next couple weeks and months. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting time ahead for sure. And the next week, you can see here QNT bounce on the trend line to keep the HNS neckline target at the lows. SR flip at $132 fib level for a bullish signal. Weekly bearish divergence on the RSI. But yes, it's still in general looking extremely bearish even after this slight recovery. I'm seeing some comments on my YouTube channel and it completely makes sense, or some of you guys saying, why is it pumping? It's gonna be bearish. I always say this, in my videos, in the macro trend. So in the macro chart, when you zoom out in the chart, we are looking at bearish months ahead, and that is my personal prediction in most of my videos. That's what I've been saying for a lot of my videos. Some of you guys take it I guess, in the wrong way and think about it in the short term. But no, I'm not a short-term investor in Quant. I am a long-term investor in Quant. You know, I'm talking about in the long term, and by the long term I mean in the months ahead. We're going to be seeing bearish days, and that's exactly what's going to happen in my opinion. Now, if it does go the other way, well, that's good, I guess. But even if it doesn't, it's still good as we get to accumulate at cheaper prices. But that's just my personal opinion. Bearish for the next couple months. Now, with that being said, this next tweet is probably from the most bullish news I have come across regarding Quant recently, and this is regarding the Nexi Group, which of course is partnered up with Quant. So you can see here, Nexi is the European paytech that comes from the merger and integration of Nexi, Net, and SIA. Nexi is now present in more than 25 countries, and their motto is actually cashless Europe. So yes, these guys are going to be fueling in this CBDC movement. You can see here, breaking Nexi Group partners with Olivetti Online, which is Azienda del Gruppo. This is, it speaks in Italian here, which I actually do speak Italian slightly, but don't want to be translating that. But yeah, they're an Italian company. They're a technical tech manufacturer holding a significant share of the Italian cash register market, right? So there's a massive partnership within Italy, a major EU nation, and you can see here Nexi's digital payment solutions will enrich Olivetti's cash system and will accelerate the spread of electronic payments, of course being CBDCs within Italy, really being one of the major countries in the EU. So you can see here Milan, December 27th, Nexi and Telecom Italia's TLIT.mi, Olivetti have teamed up and provide advanced electronic payments solution to businesses. The company said on Tuesday, under their code, Nexi's payment systems will be built in Olivetti's cash registers. They said in a joint statement, with the companies also planning to develop and sell integrated tax and payment solution for retailers. Nexi was already processing 76% of Italy's in-store mobile transactions, and this partnership further solidifies their nationwide dominance. The transactions will ultimately use Quant as assets and currencies to migrate to digital system and require interoperability. Now, this is one of the main uses of Quant that you actually got to be. So these companies have got to be using Quant. To be using the Quant over ledger, they'll be having to buy and hold Quant. And in this case, you can see here, this was from October 23. Nexi Group EU's #OnePayTech processed 76% of in-store mobile transactions for all of Italy in the first half of 2022. Over time, Quant is positioned to capture the tax volume as Nexi's DLT interoperability provider. And you can see here all the details. Feel free to pause the video if you do want to read through it. Now, there's no reason to anticipate Nexi's growth slowing down anytime soon. The company's onslaught of European payment systems in 2022 was nothing short of legendary, and you can actually go through again. Check out Greg Lund's Twitter as it does go in much more detail. But yeah, feel free to pause it and check out some of these partnerships and the growth they have shown just in this year alone in such a short span of time. But yeah, this is amazing news, as ultimately they'll be using Quant's technology to be making all these payments possible. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. A lot of good news regarding Quant, and again, everything I say is for the long term, shouldn't be looked at in the short term at all ever. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you're new to the Cryptomaxie channel, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.